Rome under Emperor Caracalla ran on a simple, brutal logic. The imperial treasury existed to purchase the loyalty of violent men. Caracalla was a militaristic tyrant who openly despised the Senate, opting instead to enrich his legions at all costs. His second-in-command was Marcus Opellius Macrinus, an equestrian lawyer and pragmatic administrator who lacked any traditional noble blood. Caracalla frequently mocked his prefect as effeminate and martially weak, sneering at a lawyer who preferred refined administration to the grit of the camp. Despite these insults, Macrinus's bureaucratic utility made him indispensable. In this era, administrative competence was beginning to rival ancestral pedigree. In the spring of 217 CE, Macrinus intercepted a prophecy predicting his own rise to power. Under the paranoid Caracalla, this was a death warrant. Realizing he had to strike first to survive, Macrinus arranged an ambush during a roadside stop near Haran on April 8th. He recruited a disgruntled soldier named Julius Martialis to eliminate the emperor while the royal guard's back was turned. To deflect suspicion, Macrinus rushed to the body of the man he had just ordered killed, feigning intense, agonizing grief. Driven by the immediate need to survive, the bureaucrat took the throne, becoming the first emperor in history who was not a member of the Senate. Macrinus spent his entire reign in the East. He based himself in Antioch, never visiting Rome to secure his legitimacy with the traditional elite. He immediately inherited a catastrophic geopolitical crisis, a brutal, expensive war with the Parthian Empire that Caracalla had failed to finish. Applying a lawyer's logic to a soldier's war, Macrinus simply bought peace, paying the Parthians 200 million sesterces to end the fighting. Domestically, the treasury was bankrupt. Caracalla's massive military pay raises had left the empire's finances in total disarray. Macrinus's administrative logic was outmatched by the power of bribery and dynastic myth. In the 3rd century, Rome was now a mercenary state. The final clash arrived on June 8, 218 CE. Macrinus led his highly trained Praetorian guards against the rebel legions outside Antioch. Initially, Macrinus's forces dominated. His disciplined loyalists shed their heavy armor for lighter shields, easily breaking the rebel lines. The tide turned when Julia Maesa and her daughter personally leapt from their chariots into the chaos to rally their retreating men. Seeing the counterattack, Macrinus's nerve broke. He abandoned his loyal troops and fled the field alone. The lack of martial grit that Caracalla had once mocked him for, the preference for flight over a soldier's death, ultimately cost him the empire. Macrinus shaved his head and tried to reach Rome disguised as a common courier, but he was recognized and captured in Chalcedon. He was executed in Cappadocia, alongside his 10-year-old son and co-emperor Diadumenian, ending their brief attempt at a new dynasty. Their severed heads were sent as trophies to the 14-year-old Elagabalus, who entered Antioch as the new ruler of the Roman world. In Rome, the Senate issued a decree of damnatio memoriae. Macrinus's name was hacked from every official record, and his marble portraits were mutilated. The Senate's authority had effectively vanished. The legions had seen that they, and not the aristocrats in Rome, were now the true kingmakers. Macrinus proved that a competent outsider could seize the throne, but his demise proved that an emperor who prioritizes budgets over soldiers will never survive the Roman war machine.